And welcome to 3 Beers and a Topic, where they're doing this and we're not even drunk yet.
Crumb fuel.
Give me the grog! All right, guys. This anybody who knows this goes on my private channel and up on our Patreon. Thank you so much for your support, Patreons. And if you enjoy this show, consider going to patreon.com/comicstorian, where you get this along with other projects we do. And then it gets uploaded to my private channel. Where, I don't know, what is Dan doing?
I don't know where you put the beer.
We're hiding it from you at the moment. He's going to pick 3 beers and bring them over and you have to drink whatever he brings. That is today's roll, guys. So today's beer, we have these awesome frosty mugs because we didn't chill the beer. So I got frosty mugs.
Yeah, you guys aren't good about chilling your beer.
Well, I chilled the mug. Problem solved.
Just saying.
All right, so Gary's going to bring us 3 beers, and then I'm going to say what we're talking about today on 3 Beers and a Topic. Gary, deliver the beer.
Three beers
What
and
did
three beers. 3 beers.
Okay, so Dan, what did he give you?
I got a little something.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Not kidding. It's called Lil Something.
Gary,
It's an ale.
we have no way to get these. Dan, did
It's something ale.
you wear your thing in your belt?
I did.
Okay, Dan's going to use his crotch to open everyone's beers. No, Dan's is funnier.
With Dan's, it turns sexual.
So today's topic is going to be, I've got 2 things we're going to do. One, I want to ask you guys a question, and then we're going to look up
It's a new belt.
Darwinism Awards
How do you feel about weasels?
and see what we think.
It's a question.
So we're going to do 3 things. 1, I want to ask you guys a question. 2,
Can I pour
I want to
my...
ask you guys a second question. And then 3, we're going to look up stuff, okay?
Okay.
So 1,
I already forgot what we're doing.
would you like to know when you're going to die?
No.
I know when I'm going to die.
Ooh, looks
On my-
like it's soda.
On my 73rd birthday, I'm going skydiving, and I'm not going to pull the chute.
Damn it, I just turned it too quickly.
Oh, this is not a good beer.
I need paper towels, Gary.
Just the way he asked.
Now that's a pour.
That was a pour.
That is, I turned into the trying to get the head a little too soon. And I got
mine's not
a little
good.
too much.
Oh, it's bitter.
It's a
Too
stout.
much
You
head.
love stouts.
I do, and I don't like this one.
Ben's like, I love drinking my beer with a spoon.
Oh, see, we're not like Dan. We know how to keep it in the glass. Burn! I know, I'm like one of the
So yeah, I know when I'm going to die.
Say.
When so you're going to not pull the chute at 73?
Yep, not pull the chute.
Oh, Thawny woke up, guys. He gave us a bunch of subs. Thank you so much. 'Cause
Hey,
the show is
thank you,
filmed
Thawny.
live at our Twitch channel.
Which is twitch.tv/comicstorian.
I like how it froze on that. That's pretty good for me. It's pretty much how I live my
That
life.
should be our cover page.
That should be good.
that is our
No,
podcast in a
realistically,
nutshell.
I would not like to know when I died. What would be the point?
Okay.
I feel like knowing when you would die defeats the purpose of knowing that you would actually die. Because if you knew how you were going to die, most people would avoid doing that certain thing.
You? What if you knew when, but you don't know how?
Well, then you wouldn't do anything on that specific day. Like,
Because a lot of people,
there's too many factors.
a lot of people would be like, well, that way I know, I've only got so long to live. I have to start truly living. But then a lot of other people would be like, I mean, I got plenty of time.
Exactly.
I can
And
start
it's,
truly living in a couple years.
when it comes down to it, if you don't want to truly live now, then you're probably
You don't
not
wanna-
going to do it later either.
This is not a good beer. Oh, it's an imperial stout. That's why. It's doubled everything.
Oh, I see.
You got an Imperial IPA.
Inspired by the mysterious creature that
Did I?
dwells in the
Yeah.
deepest
Actually, look at
Arctic
it.
seas, Narwhal Imperial Stout is midnight black and bold with notes of baker's cocoa and dark roasted coffee. This massive Imperial Stout is incredibly complex and explores the darkest depths of malt flavor. You know what I will say? That is very accurate. Doesn't mean I like it, but it does. Give it just a quick sip.
So we're all on collective disability. That's cool. Let's put some ice on it and keep ourselves elevated for a while. So what's on the tube? Honey, get me a beer from the fridge, will ya? Sweetie, please. That is on the label. It's around the border.
Try this real quick.
I wasn't even like making anything up.
That's weird.
It's so strong, right?
Oh, no, thank you. Thank you for not giving me that one, Gary.
Okay, so the next question I have for the both of you. What would be the worst way to die?
Bees.
That's the answer.
Just bees.
Just bees. How did you go? Bees. Oh my God.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Jesus.
Jesus.
Okay,
The
Dan.
worst way to die.
Is it not bees?
Slow awake.
I feel burning alive would be pretty damn bad.
That would
Yeah.
be bad.
Honestly, in my opinion, it's not. It wouldn't be a direct way to die, but being conscious, being it slow, and actually feeling it. That would be the worst way to die.
Are you looking up worst ways to die?
Have you ever heard of the Darwinism Awards?
Yes.
They're also
That's-
called the bennies.
So you don't think that one of the worst ways to die would be with 10,000 hours of flight time and an instructor certificate? When aviation fuel entered the cockpit and sloshed around his feet, Patrick's attitude was, "What? Me worry? Oh wait, this jokes."
I think like this is more like jokes.
Yeah, those look like jukes.
Anyway.
Oh,
bees.
that's the joke related to the death.
Oh, bees.
So
Bees would suck
Right.
because bees are usually pretty cool.
Right up to the part where they're stinging the shit.
So
out of you.
Patrick had 10,000 hours of flight time and an instructor
be a
certificate, but during his
mass
first
murder
2
suicide?
takeoff climbs, aviation fuel entered the cockpit and sloshed around his feet. At the third airport, the pilot called a mechanic familiar with the airplane to discuss the issue with fuel leakage. The pilot told his mechanic that he had someone inspected the fuel system and they did not find anything wrong. It's sloshing at his feet, guys. The mechanic, however, wasn't buying it. Reasonably enough, she recommended not flying until the issue, fuel
that's
venting
a
problem,
relatively good idea.
right, was
That's what I
resolved.
usually do.
Yeah.
But did the pilot listen? Sometimes
I'm gonna go
familiarity breeds contempt. The experienced pilot overruled the mechanic's recommendation and said that he would fly the plane anyway. But as a concession to safety, he would fly with the electrical system off.
well, that way you don't die.
All right. This was referred
Spoiler
to as
alert.
flying in the dark with no
died.
instruments. Patrick's decision is
hit a
especially
bird.
baffling because the aircraft was newly purchased and his trustworthiness had not been established.
Sure, yeah.
To put the situation in plain English, during every takeoff, the cockpit would shower in aviation fuel, yet Patrick had to ask if this was bad. Told in no uncertain terms to stop flying the aircraft,
Yeah.
his response was, "I got this." And that chap who supposedly checked the fuel
This is
system,
Benny.
This is
The
this.
second he responds with "I got this," that's Benny.
subsequently, the aircraft took off from Missoula International Airport, but made a sudden swift turn and crashed, exploding into a fireball.
Well, so here's the thing: if it's filling up your cockpit, that means it's not in the engine.
The official report states that the pilot was likely distracted by fuel entering the cockpit and failed to maintain an adequate airspeed as he returned to the airport to rectify the fuel problem, resulting in an aerodynamic stall or spin.
There's some dumb people in this world.
Hence the Darwinism Awards.
Yeah.
If you weren't aware, Darwin is the man behind survival of the fittest. These people
Generally, yeah.
were not the fittest.
Here's one from 2019.
Psychiatrist, I believe technically.
Rhino
Or,
Poacher
no, what was he?
killed by elephant.
What was his actual title?
I can't remember. He was a gynecologist.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rhino Poacher killed by elephant.
Oh, it would have been funnier if he was killed by a rhino. Rhino poacher hit by bus.
Rhino poacher poached by rhino.
Oh, there's a headline.
The
There's a
posting
headline.
of this one,
Yes. And eaten by lions.
Why do you?
it wasn't on the link. It wasn't on the link.
Say, killed by elephant and eaten by lions. At least it didn't go the other way around.
It makes a funny headline,
Eaten
but
by
it's no
lions and
laughing
then
matter.
Killed by an elephant.
The elephant trampled and lion-ingested poacher
But I mean, at that point,
It's an
you're already
elephant that
dead.
never forgets to kill.
had illegally crept into a national park with murder in mind, for there is money to be made in a rhino's horn, and therefore poachers hunt
That's
and
true.
kill these big, beautiful animals. Poor rhino, sad victim of
Are
human greed
rhinos
for money.
really beautiful? They're kind of like ugly unicorns.
Meth. Not even once.
Trashing our okay.
I would
humans-
love to ride a rhino.
That'd be sweet.
There's not much more to this. He apparently broke into a national forest where he was killed by an elephant and then eaten by lions. There's not much more. The writer.
All
of
right.
this-
Okay.
Yeah. Two Texans die trying.
Oh gosh.
Okay, they didn't add more to theirs.
No.
Like
Eaten by a
ill-fated
lion.
Madame Curie.
And then
What is
They-
that lion doing?
May their experiment be a warning to you, my friend. South of Lake Charles, Black Bayou drawbridge was closed
How much
to
alcohol
cars.
is in yours?
Yeah,
I don't know. Is it
Jesus.
strong?
Well, it's a double
Yeah.
and an imperial.
Tofu. That's
I'm
the
good.
same
My
thing.
words are slurring.
10.2.
Jesus, man.
What did we have for lunch?
Not as good as the one I had that was 13, and we didn't know it until after I drank most of it.
Damn, mine's 7.5.
What is yours? Gary's trying to get us drunk.
9.
Yeah.
Mine's just 9.
I thought you said none. I'm like, yours isn't alcoholic.
Mine's got none, apparently.
Gary gave
Alcohol free.
Barry gave me a soda. Damn it, Barry.
Gary's just gonna start throwing in like one person gets a non-alcoholic beer, and we have to guess who it is when we're drinking.
That'd be hilarious.
All right, so for these guys, the Chevy crew stopped at the Black Bayou Bridge.
Machete crew?
The Chevy crews.
The machete crew.
A Texas man emerged and pushed up the safety gate for the drawbridge.
Okay.
His
Yeah, you're
second
good.
mistake was to jump back in as the driver accelerated rapidly up the drawbridge ramp, thinking, shoot the gap. You cannot live long if the road's IQ is higher than your own.
I can make that jump. We've all been there. You've all been sitting
Yes.
in your car, either at a a bridge like this. What do they call it? Drawbridge, or like you see like
A ramp.
a ramp, or the trucks that cart the cars around. But in Grand Theft Auto you can jump them.
Yeah.
We've all been sitting there and went, I could jump that.
When I rode my motorcycle,
Oh, yeah.
all the time I would just be like, oh, I could do that.
I could jump.
I'm not
I
going to
could do
lie.
that.
In the Challenger, occasionally I've been like,
Yeah.
I could do Fast and the Furious.
I can jump that. Like
Yeah.
I could make.
It's not that far.
No, yeah, definitely.
All right. So, Dan, I want you to pick the next one.
Okay.
You can either do Wacky Welder. All right.
It just sounds funny.
I'm going to name a few while Dan picks one.
Oh, I want this one. Geocaching out.
Okay.
Because I actually like geocaching, so I'm curious what they did. If you weren't aware, geocaching is treasure hunting with a GPS device.
Meteorolot, Andy, what is that word?
Meteorology.
There you go. Thank you. Warning of storms and torrential rains did not deter
Think of like a meteorologist.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I couldn't get the word out.
Fair enough.
Deter 4 geocache seekers from climbing into an underground waterway in search of drunken treasures.
So in search of sunken treasure.
You help me out on this one.
Unless you think them innocent of stupidity, take a look at this photo
Yar.
showing an entrance of the Motolowski Brook Tunnel. Would you walk down that creek into that tunnel in a rainstorm?
Yes.
I wouldn't.
Oh.
If there's a rain, no drains. that's
I mean, that's clever.
a gigantic wave in the underground channel caused havoc with their quest, washing 2 survivors all the way to
Vitavi?
Vltava River near Prague. These fortunate seekers were unharmed, somehow saved from a tragic fate. However, 2 others were less fortunate in their folly. A 27-year-old female geocache seeker was discovered beneath the Jurassic Bridge, drowned and washed there by the flooded underground creek. An additional male member in their party has not yet been located. I believe he was the druid. Complicating the
Sometimes
search-
the thief goes missing too, though. He's usually stealing stuff.
I thought he would turn into a fish.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Complicating the search for
druid.
the last man is the fact that there are no mobile signals or transmitters in the gigantic underground channel.
I like the accent.
Thank you. It made the story way better because
Yeah.
it was kind of
All right, Andy, you get to pick one now.
Yar.
Yar?
Yar! Time for me to pick a story of the Darwinisms.
Yar, me father
Aren't
was
these
a
fun to
tree.
read?
It's making me feel smarter.
I know, right?
I feel a little better about myself
Let's see.
because I've been very drunk and I haven't even thought of these things.
Let's see.
However, let's go geocaching.
We got a road rageaholic, booze cruise loser,
All right.
old folks reunion,
I like Killer Whalebone.
killer whalebone, or mammoth morons.
Okay.
I don't know which one to go with now. I'm intrigued by all of those.
Oh, goodness.
No. Here we go. Reticulated python.
What?
I'm sorry, the reticulated python?
Cam Kozon spotted a 12-foot reticulated python. I don't actually know what that word means, to be honest.
I'm gonna look up
You
what
look
a
that up for me. A reticulated python dozing on the side of the road. That sizable snake is worth money. The 35-year-old.
For the record, it's just a type of python.
I mean, that's what he had to
It's
sound
just a
like.
type of python. For the
Okay,
record.
all right.
That is 350 pounds.
The 35-year-old prepared for this windfall with gloves and a sickle. Sweet success. Swiftly was the first run one. That's a weird way to put that. And triumphantly, Zam held the reptile's head high as he transported home by motorbike.
Motorbike?
Picture that crazy scene.
Oh
That's what
my
it says.
gosh.
Kind of like wrapped around him.
No,
You're
no,
just
no,
driving
no,
down the
no,
highway,
no,
you
no.
look over, there's just this snake tail for like a good mile. That's just how I picture just.
Interesting. It says swinging in the air, the displeased captive, because I thought it said he cut off its head.
No,
Oh,
he
he held
grabbed
his
it
head
by the
high.
head.
Oh, okay. Because I thought that's what
you
the
hold-
I thought that was what the sickle was for. He was like cutting off its head. I
No,
got it
you
now.
grab a snake by the
Sure,
head
yeah.
so it
no,
can't
I know,
bite.
so it can't twist around.
And you ride on a motorcycle so it can't wrap around.
And wrapped its body round and round its captor, constricting in self-defense. Zam swerved off the road, and the results of round two became apparent to passersby the next morning. They killed the 3.5 meter snake to free the man's body, and post-mortem confirmed his
sorry.
death was by strangulation.
3.5 meters. How long
I'm
was the
putting
python?
that to feet. Because
Zam
that is
Collis
11 and a
was
half feet for the record.
was described as a quiet person who kept to himself right up to the end when he was strangled to death
by a snake
by a snake.
on the highway.
I want to look up killer whalebone.
That's when you got banged to death by a whale.
Yeah, it's killer whale boned.
Killer boner.
Governor Morris was a signatory.
Oh God, it's a governor?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, I
Or
feel
it's spelled weird. Is that governor or is that something else?
Governor.
Governor.
That's like governor.
I'm Governor Morris.
Governor Morris.
Oh, this is from old school. This is apparently 1816 New York.
So it probably is governor. It's
Yeah.
just spelt differently.
Yeah, the founding father.
oldie governor.
He held governor.
A founding father of the United States,
French.
Governor Morris was a signatory on the Articles of Confederation in the United States Constitution.
Sure, everybody knows that.
He wrote the preamble of the Constitution and has been called the penman of the Constitution. The intelligent and influential
never heard
man
of that.
died in New York City from an infection caused by shoving a whalebone into his urethra to clear a blockage. I'm going to end the story there. End the story there. Like,
That gets your Darwin.
No. We can't end the story
Oh
there.
no! I got a blockage. Who's got a whalebone? Make it clear.
Two things. Two big questions come
Also-
to mind. What kind of a blockage are you getting?
Fair point. Fair point.
I've never been like, man, it's still in there. Anyway. Number two. No, three. You know what? We're going with three. Number two, why would you not seek professional medical help?
Well, because-
I mean, it is the 1800s, but still something. Number three, how is a whalebone your go-to?
so,
And number 4, do we really trust a constitution that was penned by a man that puts a whalebone in
It
his
makes the
penis?
history of the United States completely called into question.
It kind of does. Now I'm curious what the rest of them were doing
Okay,
that just
so-
didn't die from.
the flexible catheter.
John Hancock was like, you won't do it, you drunk bastard. Bet you I will.
The flexible catheter was invented in 1752 by Benjamin Franklin.
That motherfucker was constantly flying kites and
This
storms.
is getting better and better the more I go into this.
Ye old founding fathers were fucked up, man.
To help his brother who suffered from bladder stones.
Sure, yeah.
And Ben cited a 1720s inventor. Flexible catheters were evidently common in medical use, so our historic Darwin Award winner should have known to go see a doctor. So it sounds like he tried to do his own, like...
Right, yeah, like
I was like,
catheter.
oh crap, I don't have insurance. This looks right? Does this look good? Hey Ben, Yo, Benny Frank.
Benny Frank.
This look good to you? Yeah? All right.
No. I got the story. They're walking along the beach. Okay, he's talking about
dog.
he's talking about how he's got blockage going on.
This is actually the adult Christmas story.
Lo and behold, there's a dead whale
Yeah, not just a bone. It's still attached to the whale.
attached to the whale. So they cut off a piece of the bone.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah. I'm sorry, is
a
this
whale
story
bone?
not matching up for you?
No, this is not. A whale bone's not small.
Well, it depends on the
thinking like a
bone.
Well,
it
I mean,
depends.
to be
no, it
fair,
depends on the bone, and like it
whales
could have
have
been
smaller
parts of it.
bones,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
All right, I'll give
Or
you
a fragment of a bone.
He's like,
Yeah,
all right, let's
yeah.
get this.
It's not like he had like a rib.
I
I
mean,
mean, like from a, like a blue
it's
whale.
kind of like comparing like the bone size up here to like your.
All right, I'll give you that.
I'm gonna be like,
femur.
I need a bigger bone.
Yeah.
Our entire chat's just giving us LOL memes. I'm just giving you right now.
Who comes up with this plan?
I think that should be our last Darwinism award right
No,
there.
there's gonna be one more on there.
All right.
Hold
You
on.
wanna do a better one?
Yeah.
You're gonna top a
I got-
founding father killing himself with a whale bone in his penis.
He wasn't
Not
a
a
founding
founding
father. He
father.
just wrote the
He
thing.
wrote the
Yeah, he penned it.
Constitution.
Yeah, he penned it.
He didn't color it though. He just did the pens.
And we wonder why our Constitution brings us to war.
Hold on, there's gotta be something on
Hey,
here.
did you sign the Constitution? You mean the one from that whalebone penis guy?
Yeah, that's
yeah,
the
that
one.
one.
That's
no, I
the
haven't
one.
signed it yet.
No, I haven't signed it yet. I'm getting to it.
I gotta find my own whalebone first.
How is Steamy Buns?
Well, sure, just the name alone. Steamy buns. Up, 2017 in Malaysia.
Oh,
A spiritual magician
Hold on,
died.
let's just stop right
I'm
there and
sorry.
think about that for a moment.
Yes.
Yeah, spiritual magician. What's wrong?
That's common, right?
That's
so
I mean,
new
that's
career
realistically
change.
just a pastor.
I am now Dan, the spiritual magician.
I like it. Died
Yours?
7.3.
Died.
It's good.
after accidentally steaming himself to death in a stainless steel wok. I'm going to repeat that real fast.
Yeah. What?
In 2017 in Malaysia, a spiritual magician, which I believe is a class in 5e Dungeons and Dragons, died after accidentally steaming himself to death in a stainless steel wok.
Okay.
While performing a ritual to cleanse body and soul, much like when I make broccoli. I'm usually cleansing it.
Well, that's not the only thing you're cleansing.
No, that's true. Mr.
Eat your
Limbaugh,
fiber.
known professionally as Black Dog, because of course, why not, had been performing human steaming for more than a decade, despite family objections, and I assume modern medical science.
It's 2017, right?
It's 2017 in Malaysia.
But in Malaysia, so it's like
The 68-year-old guru sat in lotus position in a giant stainless steel steamer. Okay, hold on. I read slightly
if
ahead.
this guy's name isn't
He
Stanley,
sat in
I'm
the
gonna be very
lotus.
upset.
No, he's Black Dog. He sat in the lotus position in the giant stainless steel steamer, and rice, sweet corn, vegetarian buns were placed alongside to also be steamed. Because
So
not
he
only
cooks
do
his
you
meal
want to,
while
not only do
cleansing.
you want to cleanse your soul, you also want a decent meal.
I mean, to be fair, it probably saves on energy.
That's true.
He's green. He's a green wizard.
Black Dog clasped his hands in
green
prayer
spiritual
as the lid was lowered over him and a fire was lit under the wok. They really lit fire under his buns. That's what it says. But after 30 minutes, the steamy ceremony went wrong. Devotees heard the magician knocking frantically from inside the steamer. The lid was raised and Lim was found unconscious, steam bellowing around him. Suffering from major second-degree burns, the man died of a heart attack. The incident occurred at a temple in Kula Sanglang, a small coastal village in northern Malaysia. The worst part was, though, when the other priests came over and they did like the egg thing where they throw it in their hair.
Right.
Right. And then the volcano.
I just feel bad for the guys that ate the meal, then learned about where it was cooked.
Well, no, I mean, they're taking him away to the hospital, but you still had to eat him. You don't want
exactly.
him to
All right,
freeze.
did you guys agree with your beers? You want to finish it before we close out the show?
I mean,
I'm
I'll
actually
finish mine.
enjoying mine. I won't lie. Mine's
finish
pretty
your
good.
beer for the show then, because we finished the ones we enjoyed, remember?
I know.
That means I got to chug it?
Yeah.
It's not really a chug when there's only like 3 sips left. I mean,
Did you actually drink all yours? Or did you pour yours out?
He's like, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
Actually, I will say the initial
You
reaction,
get like 5 or 6 sips in, it's not that bad.
the initial reaction to the Imperial Stout was not good. I did not like it, but after like my taste buds got used to it, it was really good. I actually enjoyed
Once I stopped tasting things, it was actually pretty good.
I'm pretty far in right now, so
Once your face goes numb, this isn't so bad.
I won't lie, this kind of stuff just makes me feel so much better about the stupid
right?
stuff
Yeah.
I
Okay,
have done.
I'm gonna do
that
one
I'm
last one
At
while you
least I
finish.
didn't steam myself.
I'm going to do one
true.
last one while you're doing that. It's from
or
1992.
stick a whalebone in my
It is the Pancake Pantry
Day's still young.
twice and die.
Day's still young.
Pancake Pantry Thief.
Okay.
All right.
This is the last one.
Isn't
for
this
today.
a sexual thing?
I feel like honestly we can make every episode just more of these.
Hey, baby, you want to go?
'Cause they literally go back to-
Pancake Pantry.
They literally go back as early as the 1800s.
Sure.
So
Whalebones.
Nashville Pancake Pantry
throw away
Restaurant
food?
is well known throughout the music industry, not only for its great
Not at all.
pancakes.
Good old pancrates.
They're good, trust me.
What you do is you make a crepe. It's a pan crepe. It's the true combination of American and French cuisine.
It's where they go, wait, that crepe's really thick. It's not a crepe. That pancake's very thin. It's not a pancake. It's a pan crepe.
It's like a pan crepe.
It's when you screw up one or the other.
yeah.
But not badly enough to be the other.
Sure.
But for its star-studded clientele as well. It's not uncommon for a pantry's sidewalk to be littered with long lines of customers waiting for breakfast and the chance to see a famous country star dining there. The man involved in this story may linger longer in our memories than the average country singer's career.
Johnny Cash.
It seems that one of the Pancake Pantry employees, noting how successful the place was, thought it would be a perfect place to rob. Early one morning, he climbed onto the roof and reached the exhaust chute that hangs over the pantry's large flat grill.
And grilled himself.
Upon inspection, the perpetrator
guessing.
realized that he couldn't negotiate the tight passage fully dressed. So he disrobed and slid down
As
the
you
exhaust.
do.
You know, when in doubt, get naked, guys.
He went down the
That's the
exhaust
way I
chute.
lived through life.
home.
One time I was doing a play and I was like, oh crap, what do I do? When in doubt, get naked.
That was the last thing he ever did. Imagine the surprise of the opening crew for the restaurant that morning as they prepared the morning's breakfast and were horrified to find a pair of legs dangling just inches from the griddle.
At least he didn't reach the griddle. That would have been worse.
What happened to our would-be villain? Well, it seems the chute was
They
so
just didn't want to
tight
admit it.
that there was no room for error. As he slid down the chute, he slipped and caught his own arm under his chin where he stuck. He died by suffocating himself.
This is a really weird version of 47 hours. 127
He's like
hours.
trying to cut his arm off.
162 hours. 38 hours. 53 hours?
I think it was just 2 hours. The guy was like,
28
screw it, I'm
hours.
cutting off my arm.
I'm looking at the name of that movie.
So
We're coming
bored.
down. Too late.
Too late. Already cut it off. 47,
47
hours.
hours.
47.
Is it-
Oh,
that-
I was right first. Okay.
No, but it's not the movie, though.
No?
Wait, what?
Guy.
It's like 120 hours or
It's
something.
like
like that.
127
Something like
hours.
that, yeah.
It's got James Franco in it, right?
127
Yeah,
hours.
You were close. You had 7 right.
I got a number. It was a numerical amount of
Sure,
hours.
you About 80
well,
hours
I hope
off.
you guys enjoyed your beers today because I know that we did.
I did. Actually, this one was actually pretty solid for the record.
Can
It
we
was,
agree that Gary picked some good beers for us?
Yeah.
This one's
Bravo,
pretty good,
Gary.
yeah.
Bravo.
Gary's like, I did something right.
Yeah, let's not go that far.
Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Thank you so much. I've been sitting around trying to come up with ideas what to do with this vlog channel, but one thing is consistent. We drink beer and we talk about topics. So if you enjoy this show, please consider supporting it by going to our Patreon.
I'm going to say talk about topics. We drink beer and talk. Those are guaranteed.
I think we figured out what to do with this vlog channel. I don't know what we're going to do with this vlog channel,
What are we
but I'll
gonna
tell
do?
you that. We sit around and drink beer and talk. And like,
click record.
Thank you guys so much for your support. If you want to continue seeing this show, consider going to patreon.com/comicstorian, where giving even $2 will help us continue making projects like this. Or you can join us at twitch.tv/comicstorian, where every Monday we do Conspiracy Cast, a comic book review show, and our television review show. Every Tuesday we do Absolute Comics, and every Thursday you can find the Comics Experiment and the 3 Beers and a Topic show. Either way, thank you so much for your support, guys. We really do appreciate it. Andy's really enjoying his beer today. He's licking the last of it. We'll see you guys next time right here.
bye, everybody.
Now it's time to answer questions drunk.